Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Like the two wings are necessary for the bird to fly high in the sky, in the same manner, on the spiritual path, these two things are extremely essential. One is correct knowledge and understanding, and the second is the practice of that knowledge in life. If the knowledge is not practiced, it becomes only erudition and scholarship. And in that erudition scholarship, we are lost. Therefore, whatever we study, whatever we understand, it must be applied on oneself. Like we have seen that the effect is gross and the cause is subtle. That the effect is dependent on the cause, but the cause is not dependent on the effect. If the effects are not there, there is no loss to the cause. But if there is no cause, there cannot be effect. And therefore, this simple rule we try to apply in our own life. So, effects are, for example, the colors and forms, and cause is the vision. Therefore, the vision itself has become the colors and forms. Therefore, first we'll find out where are we. See? Then we come to know we are far away from ourselves. Now, to understand this principle, I'll tell you one event. One day, a good friend of mine, he came and wanted to ask me something. Very deeply involved in studies, very pure. And it was about 8 o'clock or so at night. I was in my room in Delhi. He says, Swamiji, I am so busy, I am not getting one moment to come. So please give me some homework for the next 1 year, till you come next. So he didn't ask question, he asked homework. So I said, okay, close the door. He closed. Then I told him, switch off the light. He switched off. Then I said, now tell me, what are you seeing? Nothing, only darkness. I said, don't talk dumb. With understanding you talk. Again I ask you, what are you seeing? Swamiji, nothing but darkness. I said, now see. Eyes can see only light. Eyes cannot see darkness. How do you say that you are seeing darkness? Oh, Swamiji, I'm sorry. So you have failed in the first exam. Then I told him, now switch on the light. He switched on. Now what do you see? So he started. I see you, I see your laptop, I see the water bottle, I see the chair, I see your bed. I said, go on talking. He said, no, all these things in this room. I said, something more? No, that's all. I said, again, think cool. Don't just talk like that. He said, no, that is all. I said, I am seeing something more. He said, what is that something more now? I said, I am seeing light. Without light, can you see anything? Okay, I said second failure. Then third. And now tell something more, what are you seeing? I don't know, I accept I am totally failed. I agreed. I said, I am seeing electricity. Then after this experiment was over, I said, now from this experiment what you have learned? Swamiji, I learned that I had the notion that I have studied Vedanta, I know everything. It's totally wrong. I have understood nothing. This is what I have learned. I said, now listen. When you are preoccupied with the objects in the room, you are not aware of the light. When you are preoccupied with the light, you are not aware of the electricity. Exactly the same way. When we are preoccupied with the worldly objects, we are not aware of our own sense organs. And our whole life goes only running after the worldly objects. So important it is. Then, with great understanding, we know that right from childhood, what we have done, collecting the various objects with a hope that they will give me happiness. But we have never understood this because we never tried that no worldly object can give us fulfillment in life. Whatever may be the object or a person, nothing can give us fulfillment. Then what we do? We take one object, after some time it becomes stale. We take second object, it becomes stale. We take third object. And there is no end to this story. Why? Because we have not learned from our own experience. If we start learning from our own experiences, then we will come to know that what we have been doing in our life is only an unsuccessful attempt to fulfill our desires to the full. It has never happened. If we have understood this, then we have studied Vedanta and we have digested it. First step. Thereafter, we come from the sense objects, we come to the sense organs. Now, among the sense organs, the most problematic sense organ is our tongue. See? Santa Ganeshwar used to always tell, a seeker must have a complete control on his tongue. Very important. And then there are two aspects involved. One is the taste and second is talking. These two things must be consciously worked upon. Because we keep on listening, but it is never put into practice. And therefore, we will see, I don't know what is happening, I have done so much, I have studied, I have gone to so many places. About this I'll tell you, there is one lady, very nice, in US. And one day she came for my talk. I was in San Jose probably. And for the first time, like many of you have come for the first time, she was the first timer. And then I had to go somewhere for lunch, and the person who was supposed to go take me, he suddenly received some urgent meeting call from his office. And he was telling Swami, I got this meeting call, now I don't know how to take you there. Um, then this girl was standing. She said, I can take, I am free. I have taken complete leave only for this purpose. I said, okay. And then she drove me. I didn't know who is she and all that. Then she started. Swamiji, I have gone to so many places. I have studied the whole Vedanta course, not for a day or two, but 6 years. But nothing it made any difference to me. Only words, words, words. Logic, reason. One more text. Then I got fed up. Then I went to another organization. There I found it is more of a social gatherings rather than anything special, spiritual. There I got frustrated. Then I went to the third one. And there it was all chamatkar. And I got so fed up. What is this? What exactly the truth is? And finally I was at home, frustrated. And it so happened that my husband started something on the YouTube, and I heard only your voice. I didn't see you. Then I said, hey, don't stop it. And I heard wherever I was. And then I felt, yes, now I think I am getting somewhere. I said, what did you hear that time? She said, I heard this. That we are caught up in our sense organs. Unless we get out of it, we are far away from the truth. And the same principle, taste and talking. Control these two. We feel it is ordinary, it is extraordinary. When thus we start observing this, that we don't leak out from our sense organs and organs of action, then we are slowly migrating from the sense organs and organs of action to the mind. And when we have come to the mind, then the next step is that mind is a place of likes and dislikes. So now we have to transcend the mind. Therefore, we drop all the likes and dislikes, give zero choice, whatever is there is okay, go ahead. Always remember my principle. Count down. Here we have come for 4 or 5 days. The way you came first day, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now these 3-4 days, is it wise to make friends and enemies in this place? Because we are clear, we have to live. Equally true, we are not in this world for eternity. See? The moment we remain aware of it, we will not get lost in this world. Like this place is very nice, very beautiful, good. But has any thought come that I will buy this or I will come and stay here? No, because we know this is not our place. Exactly, this world is not our place. Our place is somewhere else. So we rise above the likes and dislikes, and it can be achieved only through understanding, wisdom, discrimination, vivek. So then we come to the intellect. What is the intellect telling? That are we here for a whole life? No. For how many days? 3-4 days. Yes, there are some difficulties here and there. It's okay. Go ahead. Don't get disturbed. And thus we come to this point. We are slowly developing immunity to the worldly disturbances. Such a person will be able to practice what we are going to tell you hereafter. So first of all, wherever we are sitting, sit quiet in a proper way. Our psychological adjustments, cheerful and happy, the Guru and God in our heart, they guide and protect us respectively from within. At this moment, I am nobody, total past dropped. Do not bring even earlier meditation into the present. Meditations are never repeated. So we are nobody. We don't plan what we are going to do after the class. So we start our journey from the colors and forms all around us. We leave them and we come to the vision. Now we leave all the sense organs, we come to the mind. Now the objects and sense organs do not exist for us. Now we leave the mind, we come to the intellect. So no likes, dislikes, no thoughts, no habitual thinking. Now we drop this faculty of discrimination at the feet of life. Life supports intellect, mind, sense organs and objects, but doesn't get influenced by them. This life is expression of the infinite potentiality of the divine, Ananta Shakti. This Shakti first expresses as Ichcha Shakti. So, we also have Ichcha Shakti. So, we have to surrender our Ichcha Shakti at the feet of the divine will. In other words, we surrender our individuality at the feet of the Lord. Now we have vacated. So the life is being lived. all experiences will be as earlier, but no experience will disturb us. The wave has merged in the water. If we have merged in life, we attain effortlessness. There is no struggle. Only life's activities are going on. But no problem of perceptions, sounds, or disturbances. Life being everywhere, there is no pressure or tension in any part of the body. All the sense organs being dissolved in the mind and mind in the intellect, there is nothing to see or hear. we are not doing anything. Just being. If we really mean just being, there will be neither success nor failure. The body will disappear from the mind. With this, we go beyond the gross world. Here, many of us are disturbed by the thoughts, unwanted thoughts. So, work on it. Don't talk to yourself. If we are able to stop talking to oneself, the breathing becomes extremely slow and shallow. Body becomes very heavy on the seat because the mind is in a process of giving up the shape of the body and merging in consciousness. In sleep also, the mind gives up the shape of the body but merges in the matter, not in consciousness. Therefore, sleep will not come. Take a deep breath, move your toes and fingers, Again, we are back in this world. Now, on your own, you start and go back to yourself without instructions. This practice should lead ultimately to a conviction that I am certainly someone other than the body. And this conviction has to be kept alive while we are living day-to-day life. Then, like we observe other people's behavior, we will be able to observe our own behavior, how we talk, how we walk, how we think. This will slowly change our personality. We will be no more living as the body, but someone embodied. And when we remain aware of our every activity, change in the quality of our life is inevitable. Thus, slowly we start, although living in this world, yet withdrawn from this world. Like a good swimmer, although in the waters, yet not drowned in the waters. Take a deep breath. Move your toes and fingers. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.